Hey, my name's Jeff Friedl. I'm here at Musicians Institute. I just did a cool drum clinic here for a bunch of great students. Happy to be here. Now I'm going to teach a little lesson on how to take just a nice standard drum beat, one that you all probably know, but we will run it through the mill stylistically, tempo-wise, picking the right instrument, the right accent pattern, and then go over a few embellishments. So here's the beat. Nice and simple, 8th note hi-hat, bass drum on 1, 3 and, snares on 2 and 4. So I'm going to use the same drum beat, but I'm going to switch the style up here. I've got and switch up the instruments, right? You've got to pick the right instrument for the right vibe. So this is my 1930s Leedy snare drum. I've refused to change the heads on it. So the heads are about 30 years old, I would say. I'm going to pick a kind of a down tempo, kind of a cool R&B soul vibe a la Al Green, like Tired of Being Alone, if you're familiar with that song. And I'm going to put some swing into it. I like, when I'm playing kind of softer stuff like this, I like choking up on the stick. I've got a couple 16-inch crash cymbals that have a nice warm vibe to them. I like using the shoulder of the stick to get kind of a nice chunky sound. Just kind of stay light on your feet, right? You don't want to play like a rock drummer when you're playing in a soul band. So here we go. So that's the vibe, and you know, it's a simple groove. That's a good foundation, and on top of that, then you can kind of embellish. You can put a little fill in there to lead you into the groove. You can do a little hi-hat opening thing, but really nice, simple fills, right, that are more of a musical statement. You're telling the band, hey, we're going into the chorus, like that type of vibe. So here we go. So, along the same lines, using the same beat, I'm going to change the style, more of kind of like a punk dance electro vibe. Crank up the tempo, crank up the velocity. I like chunking away, kind of playing like a human metronome, like a drum machine, just being exact, not groove hi-hat style, but more earning it. Okay, so using the same beat, along those same lines, we're going to change it up though. We're going to do more of like a punk rock, electro dance type of vibe. Crank the tempo up, hit harder. I got my Black Beauty, kind of in a medium high range, loose snares. Going to give it a Simmons pad type of sound. And like I said, crank it up. I like to choke up on the stick, use the shoulder of the stick, and get a nice fat chunky sound where you're hammering away on the hi-hats, not using more like necessarily a groove hi-hat type of thing, but more chunky, smacking it. Okay, so just like the R&B version, I'm going to switch it up just a little bit, play some fills, kind of have fun, embellish a little bit. So last but not least, we're going to take the tempo down, play more of an open kind of bombastic rock feel, a la Deftones or A Perfect Circle, that type of vibe. So you just kind of play with reckless abandonment, hit nice and hard, project, push air so the band can feel your presence, right? And then you can make some embellishments like we did on the electro thing. Okay, here we go. So in a nutshell, taking a very simple beat, stretching the dynamic range, and choosing different styles, changing out beaters, whether it's a rubber beater or a big fluffy felt beater if you're playing soft stuff, different snare drums, crash cymbals for hi-hats, smaller hi-hats. You have all those different vibes at your disposal. It all depends on what you're trying to do musically and depends on the band you're playing with. So thank you very much, Musicians Institute.